This program is brought to you by Link TV for educational and non-commercial use only. Mosaic, a daily news program from Link TV, presents a selection of news reports from independent and state-controlled broadcasters from throughout the Middle East.
Two Palestinians from Izz-ad-Din brigades, the military wing of Hamas, were martyred in two separate Israeli airstrikes in the cities of Gaza and Beit Lahia, raising the death toll to 54 since the Israeli aggression began in the Gaza Strip. Israeli warplanes fired at a crowd of children in the city of Beit Lahia in the northern Gaza Strip, killing a child and injuring 11 others.
The international community was unable to hear this woman's plea for help. It seems that the world has gone deaf amidst the loud noise of Israeli warplanes. The Israeli occupation forces decided to target the children of Palestine. A 17-year-old Palestinian boy was martyred, and 8 others were wounded in an Israeli airstrike targeting a school in the Sheikh Zayed neighborhood in the northern Gaza Strip. In addition, 6 Palestinian children were wounded in another airstrike that targeted a school bus on its way to a local kindergarten. According to Palestinian medical sources, a female teacher was also critically wounded. Moreover, 20 other children showing signs of trauma were transported to a nearby hospital for counseling. The Israeli occupation forces have launched an attack in the town of Jabalia in the northern Gaza Strip, wounding 4 Palestinians, including one with serious injuries. In another Israeli raid, 2 Palestinian activists from the Al-Aqsa Martyrs Brigades, the military wing for Fatah, were wounded in the area of Suwaydiniya in the northern Gaza Strip. In another development, 2 Palestinian activists from the military wing of the Islamic Jihad were martyred in Gaza. In the West Bank town of Nablus, 2 Palestinian security officers were critically wounded when their vehicle came under fire by the Israeli army. Meanwhile, the Israeli occupation forces carried out an incursion in the Askar refugee camp in the West Bank, detaining a Palestinian activist from the Al-Aqsa Martyrs Brigades, while the death toll among Palestinians continues to rise amidst ongoing Israeli aggression. The international community continues to remain silent.
In our top story, a female suicide bomber blew herself up near a temporary roadblock set up by Givati troops in Beit Hanun in the Gaza Strip today. 1 soldier was lightly wounded in the blast. The terrorist was killed. Meanwhile, an additional terrorist was killed and 9 Palestinians wounded when an attack helicopter fired a missile at a terrorist position in the town of Beit Lahia in the northern Gaza Strip. This as the IDF operation in the area continues. Palestinian sources claim the Israeli missile exploded near a school bus carrying children. The army said it had been targeting terrorists who were attempting to retrieve Qassam rocket launchers used to fire missiles at Israel. An estimated 52 Palestinians and 1 Israeli soldier have been killed in 6 days of fighting. The IDF operation is designed to cut back the number of rockets targeting Israeli communities. But despite the army's efforts, some 35 rockets have landed inside Israel. A Qassam rocket fired by terrorists in the Gaza Strip landed today near Yad Mordechai in the western Negev. There were no injuries, no damage caused. The Palestinian Authority is apparently once again moving toward the formation of a national unity government between Hamas and Fatah. PA Chairman Mahmoud Abbas and Prime Minister Ismail Haniyah have reportedly reached agreement on forming a government of technocrats, but still need to wrap up some important details. It remains unclear whether the platform of the new government will recognize Israel. The 2 leaders are expected to meet tonight to hammer out the final accord. Hamas said it had chosen a candidate to serve as prime minister, replacing Haniyah. The terrorist group, currently controlling the PA, has yet to reveal the name of its candidate and said it would do so only when an agreement for a unity government is finalized with Abbas.
What happened yesterday was an agreement inside Hamas give a name for the next Prime Minister to President. And we expect that there will be a meeting between the President and the Prime Ministers in order to make final an agreement about this point. And we hope after that we will go in some steps and some procedures to continue forming the national government.
Iran is just stalling for time.